Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. No music on this episode because I am still working this out. So, it's one of those things where, yeah, upgrade your technology. Got a new laptop, got some new microphones, got a new setup going on, which is a lot of fun, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But it's one of those things where, yeah, it's great. I upgraded the technology, and now I need to figure out how it works. So there's a bit of learning to do yet. Still able to use the same recording program that I've been using through Spreaker, which is great. But yeah, it's a little bit different now that I'm on this particular laptop. And yeah, I'll figure it out at some point. It's how hard can it be, right? So something I want to touch on real quick before I get into a little bit of everything. It has been a crazy couple of weeks. I know I say that a lot, but it seems like every couple of weeks or so, something happens. Something goes down, or a series of things. And so I've been trying to do this 30-day vlog challenge. So a vlog every single day for 30 days. I really like filming vlogs. I like doing that sort of thing. I enjoy it. I think I do it well. I think my editing process is down. Like I've got this, right? I got the camera. I got the editing process. Everything, right? But doing a daily vlog is so hard. Like, I tried doing it. I think I did a solid, 3 weeks of daily vlogs. This was probably, God, it must be a year ago now, something like that. It was right after I got the camera. I got the Sony. I wanted it in a Twitter party, that sort of thing. I started vlogging, immediately. But let me tell you, my work schedule back then was a lot easier. It was a lot easier than it is now with 2 jobs, and yeah, I have some time coming. I have some time off coming up, which is going to be great. But yeah, doing the vlogs plus a podcast, plus I really want to get back into writing more, into blogging, and maybe starting a new blog, that sort of thing. It's one of those things where I have to budget my time very carefully so that I don't drive myself crazy or drive my family crazy or any of that stuff. So I abandoned the vlog for a couple of days, sort of as a reset, because there's more that I want to do with it, and my filming process could be better, that sort of thing. I notice when I'm watching vlogs from top YouTubers, typically the situation is the vlog that you're watching was filmed the day before. And that's where I want to be. I want to do the day ahead vlog thing. I don't want to do the day of vlog thing, because that's just absolute craziness. So yeah, I did it, what was it, 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks, daily vlogging. Was working out really well. I really enjoyed it, that sort of thing. And then, oh my gosh, my work schedule last week was 8 a.m. to noon, and then 5 p.m. to close. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday I had off from my evening job. But the thing about Thursdays is then I have to pick up the little one, get her dressed, get her fed, take her to dance class, and then we go over to my in-laws' place for family dinner night, which is awesome. And then Friday, 8 to noon, and then 3 to close. And then Saturday was noon to close because we had an event at my evening job. So it was a little bit of I saw it coming up. I was like, okay, that week is going to be crazy. How about that week I'll take off from the vlog a bit. Let's get a little more focused. I'll start doing the day ahead thing. And then a couple of things started to come together. So I've been floating around on Facebook Marketplace for a while. looking at laptops. Now, if you don't know what Facebook Marketplace is, it's basically a section of Facebook, and you can access it through your phone, where everyday people, like in your area and other places, they're selling stuff. It's like it's basically like eBay or Craigslist selling stuff, but it's on Facebook. So I had used it before to buy an Apple Watch, which, by the way, I still love. I still wear it almost every day. It's great. Excuse me. Jeez, oh man. So I was floating around for a while looking for laptops, and I found this guy who's about an hour away, and for the life of me, I can't remember the name of his business, but part of his business is refurbing and reselling electronics, and he was selling basically, not necessarily in bulk, but he had a bulk of 2009 MacBook Pros, Apple MacBook Pros. Now, I've been looking for a MacBook Pro for a long time that was more in my price range, and I started looking at older models because I actually like the older models better. They here, I'll put it this way. They don't need any dongles. They still got the CD player and CD burner in it. They've got multi-USB ports, that sort of thing. It's still got the basic computer stuff that you want from an Apple computer, but they don't really offer anymore on their new models. So I did a little research. I found that even the old model, the 2009, which is the one that I ended up buying, the 2009 Macs run OS X, which is the current operating system for the Macs and all that jazz. Now, it can't run the latest update of it, which is High Sierra, but it does run OS X. It's like a tiny bit slower than I would like it to be, but you can upgrade the RAM if you put a little extra money into it. And even though it's like a little bit slower than I want it to be, it's still faster than the Chromebook that I bought 6 months ago. Brand new Chromebook. This 2009 dinosaur is running its operating system better than that brand new one. So it's everything that I want. It's everything that I need. I tried using the camera on it. It's a camera from 2009. Plus, I'm going to be filming using other things anyway, so that wasn't a big deal. So yeah, did a little research. Worked out a deal with the guy, got two, got one for me, got one for the wife. And I figured out pretty quickly that I could download the app that my recording studio thing is a part of. I could download that app to this, and that's what I'm using now. And everything is working out great. So, because I was able to save money on that, and that's sort of what this podcast is about. I mean, you'll see the title of the podcast when you get to it. But I saved money in one area of my business and then moved up the budget for other areas of my business. So now, since I've spent, a third or maybe even a quarter of the money that I would have if I had bought a new MacBook, I've spent a third of the money that I was planning on spending for that. And now I can take that extra budget, basically, quote unquote extra, and put that into podcasting stuff. So I did. So Nick is going to be coming over a little bit more. Plus, we've got a setup going where we get really good audio, calling each other, that sort of thing. But also, my dad's going to start coming over. We're going to start doing our podcast again. My wife and I are going to start doing our podcast again, and I'm starting a new one with a buddy of mine that's going to be really, really fun. And oh my gosh, soon another one. God, I am on fire right now. Anyway, so when I took a look at the things that I want and the things that I need as far as the podcasting goes, So took a look at all that, and I was like, look, a lot of people are going to be coming over now to do podcasts with me. This microphone can do the two-sided thing. It can activate both sides, so we can sit this thing in between each other and go like that. But that can make for seating arrangements to be a little uncomfortable, and sometimes I have bad breath. It just is what it is. So I took that cash that I was able to slide over. So I now have this microphone, and I have another one on the way. And while I was shopping for the other microphone, like, I knew exactly what I wanted to get. Blue Snowball. I love the brand Blue, and they make such good quality stuff. So I got another one of those, and then as I'm shopping around on Amazon, I decided, I'll tell you what, we're going to be doing this at the dinner table, stuff like that, the kitchen table. I really want to have the swing arm boom stand style microphone stands. It's something that I've always wanted. I've always wanted to be able to have that sort of setup. It makes it a lot easier to just not to feel cramped, and it makes it a lot easier for, having a guest on and stuff like that. So I've been searching for them for a while. I've been cruising around Amazon, for like the past 2 years or so, and I finally found some. Now, this may sound ridiculous, but I finally found some below my usual price range. Because I expect, for this sort of thing, and most of the ones that fit these microphones, most of them were like $60, $70 a piece. So that's what I was expecting. And then Amazon gives me that nice little suggestion. It's like, hey, check out these microphone swing arm boom stand thingies. With the clamp that goes on the side of your table and all that jazz. And specifically fits a Blue Snowball, or Blue microphones in general, and it's $10 a piece. Boom! Ordered 2. So now the whole setup, sort of, through money management and stuff like that, and just focusing on the needs and the wants of my business model and stuff like that, I was able to use the resources that I had on hand, and now, instead of one microphone on like a kind of, I don't want to say rinky-dink microphone stand. I don't want to say that, but that's basically what it is. So instead of generally good quality audio, because of rinky-dink stands and having to, sit super close to my guest and that sort of thing, or my co-hosts, what have you, I will now have 2 microphones of great quality and 2 boom stands and a whole setup so they were more comfortable. And plus I got the older model of MacBook Pro, so it has 2 USB ports, 1 for each microphone. It's perfect. I have somehow maneuvered my way into having the setup that I have wanted to have for years. It's finally here. And I've been motivated before in the past. Whether it was just being driven because of, the awesome, like for Nick and I, just the idea of the show in general, plus getting to talk about our kids and become friends and all that. We're just driven to do our show because we really enjoy it. For Earth versus Ben, I'm just driven by the fact that I love podcasting. I love talking about stuff. I always have something to say. You can ask anybody around me. So, and then, I'm about to start a new show. I'm super excited for that. I love cooking. So I'm going to be talking with my dad about that. We're doing a show about that. Yeah, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I have always been driven to do shows to build my business bigger. And this has been this transformation of the space and the tools I'm using and all that jazz. That has been like a super swift kick in the rear end for me to get more stuff done of quality. So probably what's going to end up happening with the YouTube channel is I'm going to switch it to either weekly or bi-weekly, something like that. We'll see. I still want to do it. If I had the time, if I could manage it better, then I would totally do it daily. But being able to, or not so much being able to, but taking that step back and looking at everything as a whole, taking in a lot of the details and stuff like that, and then laying it all out and say, okay, here's where I am, here's where I want to be. That has brought a lot of clarity to what I can do to the best of my abilities with the time that I have and all that jazz. And now I can make the most out of the time that I do have and the resources that I have and everything. So I am super, super, super excited. I am incredibly motivated. Being able to switch around the budget and stuff like that, like I was just talking about. It's just, oh God. Business is good right now. And this is one of those times where business is able to be good even though I'm not making as much of an income from it as I was before. It's very low right now. It happens. Well, roller coaster. Rises and dips. But you can still be successful at whatever your business is with limited resources. As long as you take the time to analyze everything and look at everything out in front of you and be able to see all that and start maximizing the potential for each element. So that's what I'm on about today. We got a lot of stuff going on. Like I said, some shows coming back, new shows starting up. I'm just, oh God. I feel zen. You know what I mean? I feel zen and comfort, and I feel confident. I feel confident in what my business has become, even though it has taken a long time to get to this place that I wanted it to be. It's here. I have reached, in my mind, which is where most of my business happens anyway, I have reached a landmark point in my business and my business model moving forward, that sort of thing. So, that all being said, I have to go clear my throat, hit my inhaler, and go pick up my kid. It's a busy day today, but I'm glad I was able to sit down and do this. The microphone stands came today. The new microphone comes tomorrow. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. Maybe I can talk the wifey into doing a show with me tomorrow, so we can test run everything, that sort of thing. But in any case, I hope you guys are having a great week. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're having a great life. And yeah, if you are an entrepreneur listening to this and you feel like you might be in a slump, don't worry. Just maybe take a step back, take a look at everything, rearrange your focus, and press on. Because if you're going just your whole head into it, you might be missing some things. Know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? All that jazz. Alright, guys. Thank you so much for listening. I cannot wait for all the episodes that are going to be coming out soon. Have a great day. Have a great week. If I don't see you before the weekend, or if you don't see me before the weekend, have a great weekend. And again, thank you so much for listening.